Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? We've got Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank and Heather in here. And there's my buddy Chris. Adventure awaits. I will watch your video a little later. I worked right up to the time I had to get in the shower and everything, and I haven't watched any videos today. But I'll check it out, Chris. So I put out a video yesterday. We got 4 people in here. I tell all my stories and then nobody's in here. Hey Arlene, how you doing? And Troy Sutton's in here. Troy Sutton. Yeah, I put a video out yesterday. I got right up to, and I planned on doing my video for Tuesday. And I got right up on Monday, and I was like, I didn't do anything for a video this week, and I had clips and video, just random video clips that I had from what I was doing, because even before I started YouTube, I always documented my progress on, if I was remodeling a room or something. And I really had no intention of releasing that footage, but I says, I don't have a video and I have this stuff, so I might as well put it out. Maybe people would like to see what I do when I'm not doing my maker stuff or my traditional type videos. So there's that. Hey, Bailey Woodworks and Johnny Lathe Crafts. And there's Old Man King Homestead. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate that very much. It's always a fun night on Wednesday. There's Plywood. Yeah, and after editing that video, I realized I needed a haircut because I was looking pretty scruffy. I mean, I could get away with it on my live. You only see me from the front. But in that video, Grizzly Adams was coming out the back of my neck. There's Amy. Amy is here. So this is an open mic, and I did share the link. So anybody who wants to come up and talk about their channel is more than welcome. Yep, there's the Dexter. Lively as usual. He's actually a fun little dog when we're doing stuff. But as soon as you stop doing stuff, he's sleeping. Says, oh, you're done with me now? Okay, bye. I'm going to sleep now. There's LJ. That's Todd. Todd Langenus. Did I see a video from you this week? I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, the last one I saw was the bowl. Maybe you haven't put one out since then. And that was a nice bowl. I really liked that, the texture of that, the bark that was in it was kind of cool. Or was cool. New one came out 3 days ago. Sorry, I will check it out. I didn't realize you had a new one. There's Cuddly Texan. He's here. And so we've been working in the grapes. That's going I'm actually kind of enjoying that. That's weird because, it always felt like a drudge, not always a drudgery or anything, but it's kind of been nice. We go out early in the morning and the heat hasn't been bothering me as much this year. So that could be a big factor, a difference. I don't know. I don't understand why I mean, I have people up here saying, "Oh, it's hot today." And I says, "Oh, it's kind of hot, but not that bad." So that's going smoothly. Fortunately, we got a little bit of rain, so the posts go into the ground a little better when the ground's softer. Here's Rebecca Touched by Yarn. LJ, you should come up on panel. I think Dan of Elegant Woodcraft might come up. I don't see him in the chat yet, but I don't know. Kind of feel like he might do that tonight. We got New Horizon, Above and Beyond, and there's Leanne Gunther. I'll check into a hotel. Ohio Valley Prepping. Thank you for coming in. So we've been doing that. I've continued working on the room today. I got a little further ahead. I'm not really excited about putting that type of video out. I've done trim so many times in my videos, but I will kind of keep tabs on it. And when the room is done, I will release a final video on it. Hardneck Farms is in here. And there's Reverend Joe Jacobson. What else did I do today? Oh, we have another group of Amish that are working on the concrete around the Vineyard Farmhouse. And that's exciting. I mean, I told him I wanted curves and stuff, and it's only the forms at this point. They're going to try to pour on Friday, but I'm kind of doubting it based on weather and, certain things that have to be done. That means that you have to do all the rest of it tomorrow and then be ready for the next day. I don't really see that happening, but that's okay. I mean, we've waited all these years. I think we can wait a couple days. But that's going to be, I was telling my parents, that looks fun. That concrete slab looks fun because it has some nice curves in it where my mom can come up with some design with that if she wants to use some hardscaping like big boulders or bushes or whatever. We'll see what happens, but I'm excited about it. Should be getting some nice cooler weather here starting tomorrow through the weekend, Brian. I think it's tomorrow for us. It might be a little different for you. Sometimes our weather is slightly different than yours. Like sometimes you'll tell us, well, we had 90 degrees. I'm talking about Chris, Adventure Awaits. He's about an hour and 40 minutes west of me. So sometimes that can be slightly different. But I wish. It'd be nice. I know that at the end of the month, we start getting into the mid 70s, and that's what I like to see coming. See, did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Is anybody going to come up on panel? So last year, I don't know, some people who are friends with me on Facebook, I posted about, the hawks. Hawks will take out your small animals. So if you have small animals like dogs and cats, always keep an eye on them and their surroundings when you let them out or let them run freely, because you just never know. But the hawks this year, we had 2 of them last year, and neither one of them showed up this year or even were replaced. But we had a bunch of crows for a while there, and now they're all gone. And the rabbits are starting to get a higher quantity of chipmunks. I guess the hawks think that they cleaned it up last year, so there really was nothing left. We didn't see a chipmunk, a squirrel, or nothing last year by the end of the summer. Those 2 cleaned it up. Well, they left and they've all come back. Now we're getting squirrels, and squirrels are something that we don't typically get in our area. My dad's made friends with one of them. He puts sunflower seeds out for him every day, and he sits up there on the upper deck of the house and eats his sunflower seeds. Kind of cute. And I think I'm going to put a short out on these rabbits. That right off my back steps, there's a nest of baby rabbits right in the middle of the gravel, did she really plan that out? I don't know if she planned that out. She was pretty lazy picking her spot. Usually they do them under a bush or someplace that's kind of out of sight, but and it was wide open. I looked in there and there they were. They're probably, well, one of them was out walking around and then it jumped back in its nest. So they're ready to start running around. I misplaced my webcam, but I'll keep looking for it. 28 watching, but I was like 19. We're at 23 right now. But I can't like it until signing in. There must be a conversation that I'm not following right now. Just realized I can get you an extra view through the hotel TV. Oh, I see what you're talking about. You missed the first comment. I think I misread your first comment. This is the problem. And now I get it. I thought you were making some kind of joke about signing into a hotel or something to come up on panel. I don't know what I was thinking. Never mind. I'm dyslexic, I read things the way I want to read them. It's one of the symptoms of being dyslexic. You're reading along something and you start stumbling on it, so your brain starts reading what it wants to see or wants to guess it is. We get 2 more bunny rabbits from Mickey. They are the size of a Frenchie. I don't know what the size is. I don't know the names of rabbits. What's a Frenchie? Yeah, I like those wild rabbits. There's been a couple of times where they weren't so afraid of you that you could actually walk up to them. And this one time we had one of these wild rabbits and I walked up to it, sat down Indian style and just talked to it and looked at it, and it didn't run away or nothing. It was kind of weird. I actually have end photos of it. A Frenchie bulldog. Is that what you're comparing it to? I got somebody from the basement. And there's Rebecca.
Hello.
The rabbit whisperer. I have been the rabbit whisperer. How you doing, Rebecca? What's going on with you?
With me, I'm working on a blanket for somebody. For Paul Honeyman for his granddaughter.
Oh, very nice.
That's what I was thinking.
Johnny didn't come in with his typical hey, hey, hey. He just said rabbit whisperer. I do believe that you were the turtle whisperer when I was in Oklahoma. Johnny Gillum. How does your background always look different every time I see you?
Well, every time I get on the iPad, you guys start circling. So I'm now on the computer.
Oh.
That's what I'm in the living room. It just gets tiring to, and I miss some of the conversation. So that's what. So I said, Ronald, I'm getting on the computer. Talk to my friends.
Yeah. Glad you're not hurting. Oh, okay. That's half of a story. I keep coming into these half stories.
I went and picked up now, I'm thinking it's a mushmelon. It's huge. I'm going to cut it up tonight and put it in the refrigerator and get it cold for breakfast in the morning.
Are you saying musk melon or mush?
Well, I've heard it called mushmelon. It's one of the bigger cantaloupes. Some people call them cantaloupes and call them different names. And it smelled so good.
Yeah, when cantaloupe's good, cantaloupe's just like watermelon. You get a good one, and then you get a bad one, and you get a good one. Watermelons hasn't been too bad this year. I've had some pretty decent ones. But I'm a big watermelon fan, and it really is disappointing when you go and take that first bite and you go,
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good to see you in the chat. I've been doing pretty good today, and there goes the cat. He may come over here, and I'm like, no. I don't know what he's going to end up doing.
What's Johnny up to? I see that you put a video out about 45 minutes ago or so, or at least 45 minutes before I signed in. I haven't got a chance to look at it yet. So I have a couple of videos I have to watch. Chris and Todd Laginus, and I think Hiking with Jackie Boy put out a video I need to watch.
So many people that we've got to watch their videos.
Looking back and seeing 9 round bales of hay. Yeah. I saw that title. I have not got the opportunity to watch it yet, Johnny, and I will. If you want to come up and talk about it, you go right ahead. Sounds like you have bad. Was that today?
I noticed something on Johnny's video before I clicked on it, which I'm going to click on it, and it's like, oh no.
Last Breath Woodworks is in here. Woodworks. Good evening, Brian and everyone. Hope you're all having a blessed night. I think we are.
That sounds like fun, Kevin. I've never done kayaking before.
Met up with Justin, did some kayaking last Friday. Oh, that's cool. I did catch one of his lives and saw that he was trying to get himself back into YouTube. He's kind of taking a hiatus. But life has gotten away. Sometimes life gets in the way.
I see that Bill I don't know if Bill just came in, but hi, Bill.
And Bill is here. He was just recently at Johnny's. Went for a visit. I think he saw Tony and Angie. And I'm not sure who else
Mike and I think Mike and Terry were there also.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I gotta start working. I have a couple of things in my mind about what I want to do. I know I'm doing the shortly. I'm going to be doing a shop tour. I'm going to show it the way it is. I'm not going to. There's a couple of things I want to do. Like, I don't want you to see that. but there's just a couple of things I have to do, and then I'm going to do a complete walkthrough on what is going to be my shop. Show some ideas of what I want to do. There's a room in my house that I want to set up as a. I guess I'll call it the clean room of my shop complex, if we want to call it that. I'll have to have a room where I can assemble things and paint things that's clean and not dust all flying in the air. And so it's an extra room in my house. I might as well use it for that. I got 2 extra rooms in my house. One's going to be my shop, or I don't even know what you would call that room. We'll call it a shop room, and this is the shop. And then I'll have an office.
I was kind of reading what happened to Johnny, and I'm like, oh my goodness, not good.
Yeah, I need to watch the video. So,
yeah, me too.
I need to watch the video because that's the only way it's going to do it the story justice. You want to come up?
Here comes my cat.
You want to come up and talk about it, Johnny? You can.
Come on.
Let's see.
Come on, baby.
We have Brook Trout 1. I recognize the icon, but I didn't know that that was the name. Maybe I just don't remember. But I know he's commented on my stuff several times. Thank you for coming in, Brook Trout. I know you've been on my live a few times too.
Oh, you. When he gets he gets like this, and it's like, oh no, don't be putting your claws into me, cat.
Let me see. I gotta read some stuff here. Okay, I get it. Did I get it? I have a way of not reading things right. Just a second, peoples. I'm doing great. Well, you don't have to talk about it. I was trying to save the truck and the trailer.
Ow, cat.
Wow. Speaking of that, the squirrel that comes up on the deck is black. And we've been calling it Little Dexter because it's got little eyes just like Dexter.
Definitely be careful with squirrels because they like to get in your house.
Oh, well, I know. Fortunately, I mean, both of our houses have been recited, and all those areas that they could get in have been, with the exception of a couple. I was actually thinking about that the other day, how I need to go in and, excuse me, make sure that some of those things are closed up. Like under the bay windows need to be closed up. Because yes, I did get something. Something was in my house that they like, you know, mice and chipmunks, they'll eat wires in your house. But it's not because they like the taste of wire. It's just they want to get through the hole that the wire is going through. So they try to chew the wood and the wire and everything else to make that hole bigger so they can get through. And I found a spot where they did that. They didn't eat through the wire, but it's definitely something I'm going to have to repair. Scary thought. Be in the middle of the night and all of a sudden chipmunk gets zapped and burns your house down. It was a ghost in your house. Yeah, I'm not even going to joke about that one because I haven't seen it. Sounds devastating. Squirrels are bad about that. Yeah, but they're so cute. They're so cute until they're not.
Yes, Bill, you did see my brother behind me. Bill said hi.
Howdy, Bill.
Hi, Ronald. I didn't see him. I must have been looking at the chat.
He was behind me just walking. There he is. There's my brother. He got trimmed.
Yeah.
It was too hot with the weather around here with that long hair and beard. So I had to have it trimmed. It's a lot better now.
Yeah, I buzzed myself really good today. But I want it to last for a while.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. Did you even know that I got to 1K before my birthday?
I think I thought I knew that.
Well, I didn't. I wanted to be surprised, and I certainly was, because when Nancy and I went live that Saturday, I hadn't looked at it for like 8 days. Hadn't looked at it at all, and I got over there, and Ronald seen when I first went up that it was I bent my head down and it was at 111, and now it's at 1010.
Well, that's great. That's
and
awesome.
I am so happy.
What was this somebody said? Or if the critter chews through your water pipe. I haven't seen it yet, but it probably is coming. Good. They'll chew anything that's in their way if they can chew it. And now that most pipes are PEX now, or some brand of PEX.
Thank you, Arlene. All these, trying to get these milestones and stuff. Yeah. That is so true. PEX is awesome. In some part of my modular home I do have copper um, pipes, and as it breaks or something like that, I'm changing it to PEX.
Well, see, we had, when I started doing plumbing myself, I started using Wurzbo. And Wurzbo was neck and neck with PEX at the time. And you don't hear much about Wurzbo anymore. But it's basically the same thing. Their fittings are a little different. The fittings are the same as the actual pipe. And then you expand it and you put it on the fitting and then it shrinks around it. It's pretty awesome. And I've never had a failure. I've never had it leak.
That is great.
And some of the first projects I ever did were 2001, I believe. So that's 25 years. And other than the fact that the car came through and hit it, that's what I could put out. I keep forgetting about that. I already have all the footage I'm going to get off of repairing that damage that was done when the car came through the barn. Maybe I should put that video together and put it out.
I hope their insurance covered it, or part of it anyway, or all of it.
They did us good.
Good. That's good.
We did good. Since I was able to do all the labor myself, then I mean, yeah, if I had to hire somebody to do all that work, it probably could have cost that much, but not when you do free labor from yourself.
Definitely, for sure.
They give you what it's worth. That's how it works. Didn't Wurzbo have a PFA issue? Or am I thinking something else? I've never heard of that. Probably. Maybe that's why I feel brain damage sometimes.
I walked outside today and I got something from a dear friend. Look what I got.
Nice.
Yeah. That came from Suzanne Goulet through Jesse and Lisa. It was a birthday present. I was like, wow. Oh my goodness.
What?
$2,000 installed for a water heater? I'd rather just go to Lowe's and buy it myself and install it.
Southwest Florida, $2,000 installed for a water heater. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, water heaters are a lot. It used to be that you could get a water heater for like $200, but those days are over. And yeah, you just install it yourself. Yeah, the quote I got, because I wanted a central air conditioning. I have obviously a furnace, but then I wanted to replace the furnace, get central air, and have some ductwork done. And I think that was also including a new water heater. I wanted like $12,000, and it's probably worth that. It's just I'm not in the market to spend that kind of money on that type of stuff right now. Now, if my furnace blows out, then I'll have to do it. Might as well do it. But as long as it's still kicking instead of kicking the bucket, we'll just let it go. I got myself some portable air conditioners because I figured, if the power went out and we needed it out here in the barn or something like that, we could hook the generator up to it and, we could have a comfortable place to be if there was, because we have gone days without power. And that would really suck if it was really hot. Nine years ago, my AC was $5,000. Now 9 to 12 grand. And you're in Florida?
Wow.
Well, yeah, in the cities and in those what do they call
Let me go back to my room and get my bottle of water.
those big places like Florida and California? It's expensive. New York, it's expensive to have stuff done. Venice. You live in Venice? Did I mix that? Who's the one that lived in Florida?
There is Venice, Florida.
Oh. Oh.
Not Venice. Overseas.
$695 for a great one here. Yeah, Johnny, you live in an area that's a little bit different than, the populated areas like Florida and stuff. Yeah, you need to probably install it yourself. I could probably install it myself. But there's some ductwork that needs to be done, and there's certain things that even if I do know how to do it, I'll let somebody else do it just because I've got plenty to do without doing everything. I mean, I could have sided my house, but it was a lot nicer to have somebody else come along and do it. I did all subsiding in the Vineyard farmhouse, and a lot of siding too, and that involved, tractor rides on the fork or on the front loader and being lifted up on a 2-story building. Stuff that, I just don't want to do that anymore. I used to do it and climb up the side of and hang on to the window and all that stuff. I don't want to do it anymore, especially after I fell off the ladder that one time. Fortunately, I don't have to do it anymore because it's done.
Your house the siding really looks great, and the windows too.
I'm excited to show everybody the Vineyard farmhouse, something that a couple of my closest friends have seen some pictures of it. But here my channel is the Vineyard farmhouse, and I've never outright showed the Vineyard farmhouse, just the interior. I don't even know what color it is. I said the same thing. Then 2 winters later, my furnace died in the middle of a blister. Yeah. Well, fortunately, I have 2 major structures I could go to if my furnace dies out. Like, this isn't my house. This has a furnace in its own system and everything. I could come out here if I had to. This is actually more of a house than my house is. It just doesn't have a bedroom or a bathroom. In fact, anytime we, gather to have a dinner or Christmas or even just hang out. It's out here. It's not in our houses.
A lot more room and stuff to have a lot more area for you to be able to get around in there.
I'm not going to say it's industrial because it's still more like a house, but the kitchen is bigger. Yes, you have more room. There's 3 big recliner chairs and other chairs to sit in if we have multiple people here. It's like my house. I have 2 recliner chairs in my house now, and that's even a recent thing. I was working on my house today, and both my parents came over and were able to sit with me while I was working. They sat with me and talked to me and stuff. So my house will be a little bit more sociable, I think, once I get the things done I want to do. I've got some special guests coming to visit me at the end of August, and I want to make sure that guest room is done. I'm ready to go.
I was trying to figure out who Todd is.
Todd is Laginus, or LJ Woodworks.
Oh, LJ Woodworks. Okay.
His channel name was Todd Laginus for the longest time, so every time I see that, I have to say Todd Laginus because I like it.
Okay.
I like saying it that way, I guess. I don't know.
There's Troy. Hi, Troy.
I want to go that way, Bailey, but I need to research it. Barwin Ford came in, speaking of him. I think he knows when I even hint about him at all. That's when he pops into my life every time.
Oh, he's on his phone tonight.
Oh, he's always got some excuse. I'm on my phone. My toe hurts. I feel sleepy. How is Eli's house coming along, Troy? I know you've been working on it. LJ is what my last name got shortened to in the military 20 years ago. Yeah. My spidey senses was tingling. I'm working on drywall too. That's what I've been working on the last while here. Yeah, that last video I watched after I put it out, and it's like, it really isn't about anything particular, but it is a video, and it's what I'm doing right now, so I figured I might as well put it out. So hopefully in my next video is going to be a maker's video. I actually wanted to see, I made this wood mallet, and it's not only is it my first real, I mean, this is my first practice one, but this is my first real attempt at really trying to do a mallet. But now I don't want to use it because it's my first one, and it's so nice I wouldn't want to dent it or anything. So
House Scrapper was asking me a question. I make their hats made on a round loom, and I also crochet blankets, scrubbies, lots of things.
That is a new subscriber, and she was recommended to me by Kevin of Hiking with Jackie Boy.
Definitely gotta go and check her channel out.
Thanks for coming in. I did a little bit. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to really dive into it, but I did. I watched the video and I subscribed to it and liked it to make my subscription stick. So that's what you should do if you go to subscribe to her.
I just did.
Cool.
I'll go back and watch a video. Yeah.
This is an open mic house scrapper, and you're always welcome to come up and talk about your channel and whatever you're doing.
Thank you, Todd.
Mallets get more beautiful with every dent. I know, but this is my first one. So what I was actually saying before I even brought that up is I think a video coming up soon is going to be me making a mallet that I intentionally make so that I can actually bang on it. So it's going to be more functional than it is pretty. Actually, it's kind of a neat idea for what I want to do. I think I've seen somebody else do it, but most mallets are done on a lathe or in that Thor style mallet. This one's going to be, I'm going to use a jigsaw to make it. I'm not going to use a lathe. And it'll be one piece, I think.
Mike, I hope I'm getting this right. Stanford?
Mike Stanford?
Did I get that name right?
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you for coming in, Mike.
Thank you.
I've seen him around and about in other people's, and I believe he's come into my live a couple of times.
He says close enough.
What?
Oops, sorry. Try to get people.
Is it Stanifer?
Is it Stan? Well, there is an I there, so I was Stanifer. Okay.
Now, Mike Stanifer, I've seen you in Maker's lives, right? Yes, I have. There's a lot of Mikes in the Makers community too, just like there is in the homesteading community. Everybody and their brother's name is Mike in the homesteading community, except for Rebecca.
I'm a maker, maybe not with wood.
No, I didn't say that. I said Mike, the name Mike.
Yes.
You're not a Mike like everybody in the grandmother.
I'm not.
I would definitely say you're a maker.
Yeah.
Ask brother, are you going to be doing a video of it? What is she referring to?
I have heard of some ladies being named Michael. Not why, but they were. Yeah.
Why did that come to my mind as soon as you said that?
Like, okay.
I know. We all know a lady named Michael. A self-proclaimed lady named Michael. What was I was just going to read somebody's. I am building a steam box for bending wood for daughter's wedding arbor. Then have it for doing some crazy furniture ideas floating around in my head. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would definitely want to see a video of that.
Johnny Lathe Crafts, he asked me if I use yarn bowls. Yes, I do. Uh, one of them was gifted to me, and I got this 9-inch one that I bought when Joann's was going out of business. It holds my bigger balls of yarn. So yes, I do use yarn bowls.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I'm intimidated about doing a bowl. I did get my grinder. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. It is something I need to do is put a video out on me setting that up, because not only is it just the grinder, but there is a jig that I got for sharpening my lathe tools. You know, I was on Marketplace the other day, and there was this jaw horse for sale. And man, I wanted that bad. And I found it late at night, so I left a message to the person selling it. And then I got the message in the morning, it's already sold. I was like, dang.
Oh.
And the thing of it is, Bauer at Harbor Freight makes one, or did. And of course, they discontinued it when I was ready to go buy one, because I saw that on the shelf, and I was like, I've always wanted one of those, but I don't know if I'm really in the position to get one right now. Like, do I really need it? And then a couple of things came up recently that would have been excellent, where the jaw horse would have been excellent for it. So now I'm on Marketplace looking for them every day. See if I can find one. And then when you find something you like, you got to jump on it. Although there wasn't much I could do in the middle of the night. I just did, so far with the lathe, I've done one major, what is this major? This isn't really a major project, but one project on it. So that's how that's going. And I did it with the tools factory sharpened, and I didn't have a sharpener, or I didn't have a way of sharpening the tools. So I did this whole thing with the sharpness of the factory tools. And knew that I wasn't going to get to do another project until I had a way of sharpening. But
thank you, Heather. I just seen that Heather said she put my
share Rebecca's
link
channel
in
the chat.
Thank you, Heather, so much.
Is that it?
I didn't see it.
It's right there. It's right there.
I'm looking.
Don't know if it's worth the time with all the vids.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, but you would be surprised. Your community would see that video, Josh. So, and if you do a better video, then people are going to watch it.
I will be. I'm not doing the turning of this lathe, but I picked up it's a tube about this long, I'm guessing, and it has an arch to it, and it has where it goes in and out, and you use it to roll your feet on. I've taken the last of my silver maple 2x4 over to somebody that is making 2 of them, well, making a total of 4 for my brother and I. And they're turning it on a lathe. There's a place over here where I live that is called Sawdust Studio, and you can go in there and learn how to do this. But I didn't feel comfortable enough to do that. Yeah. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I'll get into it. I enjoyed doing this project, so I will definitely be jumping on that. Is Troy still in here? Do you have a jaw horse or anything that is, a knockoff of a jaw horse? I know you have the Black & Decker work benches that crank together and all that stuff. But do you have a jaw horse type thing?
I just typed him in YouTube chat. It didn't show up that he was.
Yeah. He usually comes in for a couple of minutes to say hi, and unless he comes up on panel, which is sometimes.
Yeah, he's still here. I put his name in instead.
You put his name in instead?
Yeah, I did.
Well, then he could answer my question, Troy. Probably didn't hear it. Probably wasn't paying attention.
I don't even know what a jaw horse is. I'm going to have to look that up.
Let's see.
W-E-N, jaw horse? No clue what that is.
Jaw horse. Oh, figures. There's no good picture on that one.
An extra pair of hands. Oh, I didn't know that's what it was called. I know exactly what it looks like now, but okay.
I want one. And this one,
it's kind of like you put a bench, a vise on a bench, but it stands alone.
yeah, it's supposed to be strong enough to hold a solid wood door so that you can either hold it up or whatever. Maybe Johnny could find me one at one of those auctions.
I kind of asked in his chat, and he hasn't gotten back with me yet on finding like an 8-man tent at one of those auctions.
8 man?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need with 8 men?
Because of bringing the stuff that my brother and I have, plus the 2 dogs. I want one that big. It'd be nice to have a tent that's bigger than the one we did have that's now gone. We don't have a tent now.
There's one thing about looking at, on Marketplace for tools like that is a lot of those tools are in pretty good condition because people buy stuff they think they want, and then it sits in the corner until one day they just sell it to get it out of their way. But somebody like me who would actually use it on a daily basis, I'll grab it up.
I guess I didn't see that message. Sorry, Johnny.
He told you.
Yes, he did. I just didn't see it.
Open your eyes.
Definitely.
Plywood. I still need a building.
Well, it's now 10 o'clock.
Wow, that went fast.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and I got to get up at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm going to be signing off and grabbing Dexter, and we got to go. So I want to thank everybody that came into the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you to my moderators for protecting my channel, and thank you, Rebecca, for coming up on panel and sharing your stories. And congratulations on your 1,000. And happy birthday from last week.
Thank you.
And thank you, Housecraft, our Scrapper, for coming in. Who was the other one? Mike Stanford. He's not new to me, but thanks for coming in anyway. I just wanted to make notation of some people who are kind of new to the channel. Oh, and I never said hi to Tony. I saw him come in, and I was talking about something and forgot to go back to it. So, yeah. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Johnny. Lathe Crafts. Thank you.
We'll see you next week, Wednesday, 9 o'clock Central. Bye for now.
Bye.